in this video, we're going to be working on a 2002 Toyota RAV4. And we're going to be doing ball joints. Oh no. These are the tools you're going to need. I'm just messing with you. This is a pretty easy job. I mean, you just need common hand tools. You don't need any fancy stuff, but as I've grown, I've gotten some fancy stuff like the electric ratchet, pretty interesting, and a grease gun. Check that out. You're gonna need some kind of a pry bar. This might be a little overkill, but it's nice to have. So we're gonna get the jack and jack this thing up, get the wheel off, and we'll go from there. Let's make this a short, but I'm gonna make it a full video. Get your wheel off, just take the bracket bolts out of the brakes. And I didn't show that because if you don't know how to do all that, well, then you probably shouldn't be working on these vehicles. So right now I'm gonna get this cotter key out of here. We're probably not gonna get the cotter key out of there. I'll show you a little secret. I'm just gonna bend these up a little bit because I don't think this is gonna move. The other one didn't move. I already did the other side, so kind of know. Yeah, they're not. It's frozen in place. Okay, so I'm just gonna break these little ends off here. And then we're just gonna grab our wrench. I'm just gonna spin it. Grab something to hit it with. Break it loose. As you can see now, I noticed it was tilted up pretty good. Got our nut off there. We're gonna hit this spindle, or the ball joint goes through. Watch all the rust fall off. Grab your pry bar. Actually, we can loosen the bolts on the ball joint. Shouldn't hurt a thing. Grab this. Actually, I think they're both 17s, the bracket bolts and the ball joint bolts. So go ahead and pop these loose. Here's our bolts. Grab our pry bar. They gave us a nice little hole here to stick our pry bar in. The bolts are free, and now make sure it doesn't come down on our head. We did whack this, but it looks like it's still stuck. That came down on my head like I didn't want it to. Now it's free. Get this out of here. There's your ball joint. It definitely has grease, but when I pry barred it, they had play. So time for the new one. New ones are very stiff in the factory. We'll get it in there. Use our pry bar again. You can use a smaller pry bar. I just happen to have this laying around. Alright, our ball joint is in there. We'll get a few of these bolts started. I'll leave that above my head again because I didn't learn my lesson the last time. Comes with all new hardware. The bolts with the little locking grooves, those go on the ball joint. The calcium nut obviously goes on the stud of the ball joint. I guess they're all studs. It's one bolt. Fucking piece of shit fucking pry bar. Wish I could find my smaller one. And the ball joint won't fit. There it is. You can put Loctite on those if you want, especially this bolt, but since they have a locking nut, we will not worry about it. We'll just torque them with the impact, of course. Okay, now that those are snugged up, we're going to try to line up with our knuckle. And since the ball joint is so stiff, can't really move it that much. Backing plate has seen better days. Okay, got that started. We'll grab the appropriate size socket. Somebody's blowing my cell phone up. Here's the impact, or in the ratchet. It's going the right way. It's not going the right way. And believe it or not, this thing lays down the law. I just double check it with it. Can't move them. Can't move that one. And we'll put our castle nut back on, and it's just the reverse of taking it apart, as you hear everybody in YouTube videos say, but it's the truth. Is that not the easiest ball joint to replace? And this car has 230,000 miles on it. I'm in central Ohio, so it is in pretty good shape for considering where it's been all of its life. We'll snug the hell out of this. We'll line up our little hole in our ball joint. I don't even know where the hole's at, to be honest with you. Oh, I see it on this back side. You never want to loosen to put the cotter key in. You always want to tighten. Do you like it there? Ooh, it likes it there. Too bad it's too long. Never heard that problem before. Use the appropriate tool to spread these out, or just bend them up as a whole, just to get them through there. You can bend them however you would like, but as long as they can't come back out of that hole, that's all I care about. This is backing plate. It will eventually self-delete. They may hear some noise as it's deleting itself, hitting the rotor and stuff, but that's fine. It's actually hitting right here a little bit. It will self-clear, I promise. It will not hurt the vehicle. Use the appropriate tool again. We'll just delete some of this backing plate. That way they don't have any noise right off the bat when they get it back. Because then they'll probably think I did something. There, no more noise. I can't turn the wheel all the way around because it's all-wheel drive and there's 3 wheels on the ground. Okay, put our greaser in. You don't want to pump these up till they explode. You just want to add a little bit of grease. As soon as you start seeing the boot expand, that's enough grease. You don't want to break these off either, because then you'll never get grease in it. So you just torque them down, just flush, a little more than flush. Grab your grease gun and put some grease in it. There, the boot expand a little bit. That's all you need. Wipe off the excess. Rub it in the rust on the floor. Now it looks like you are baking chicken. Get your egg batter and your breadcrumbs on there. All right. Well, as far as I am concerned, this job is done. Okay. Let our jack down. see how she drives. I did do a valve cover gasket on this, so I did not film it. I'll notice the ball joints right here. I live in my garage. Felt fine. I'm gonna turn the AC on because I learned my lesson last time. The window doesn't like to go up or down. A couple more projects for us to work on today. And there's one in the back of my truck. Actually, I have to turn this down so I can hear it clunking or anything. I do have to run to the gas station, so that's where we're gonna go. Yeah, 227,000 miles. Sorry for the wind noise. For some reason it picked up wind on the way here. But valve cover gasket looks good. I did wipe it clean to see if I could see any leaks. Obviously I can't see the backside, but oh, I can a little bit actually. It doesn't appear to be leaking or smoking. Looks like it's sealed up again, so that's good. The old gasket was it turned to plastic. The rubber had turned to plastic, so that's gonna be it on the RAV4. He's still deciding what he wants to do with the fuel tank. I'm pretty sure the tank itself is leaking because it's a metal tank and then they're pinch welded together. So to do that, got to drop the drive shaft again, the exhaust, get the tank out of there. But just all depends what he wants to spend. For now, he fills up about half tank or 3/4 tank. It leaks a little bit, but he can still put gas in it. But it's a good little car. It does run and drive really well, and it's in considerably good shape considering the mileage that's on it. So we're going to go ahead and ship this one, and in the next video we're going to be working on a Kawasaki Mule carburetor issue. Go figure. And then after that video I may combine them together depending how long this one takes. But we're going to put the chain back on this mini bike and make sure it's adjusted properly and get that thing running. Two separate people, but for this guy, he loves this thing. I can't blame him. I mean, it's a nice little work mule. It really is. So as long as we can get the engine running right, the carburetor adjusted right, it should run for many more years. And it has an hour meter on it, 1,655 hours on the dot, if it still works. But anyway, that's gonna be on the RAV4. I'll see you guys very soon in the next one.